Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, S to the H to the E to the R to the E to the B to the E to the L to the S. Yes, it's your girl, She Rebels, and I'm back with another video. If you don't know me, I am the East African mommy, Houston, Texas hottie per period. Today, as you can see, I'm in my closet. I'm in my glam room, okay? It's not for a story time either. Today, I am doing a makeup routine. Yes, that's what we're doing today. That was corny. I'm gonna scratch that out. Is this not flawless? Is it not giving? Get ready. I'm gonna catch y'all barefaced, okay? And I just want to put a disclaimer. I am not a makeup artist. I'm a licensed cosmetologist though, per period, but I am not a makeup artist. What I'm telling y'all today is literally everything that I do. Pick and choose what works for you if you do want to try some of the products I'm using, but this is just my routine. So I already started off with my eyebrows. I filled it in. I know it looks pretty bulky, but we're gonna clean it up with some concealer. I don't have eyebrows in real life, so I pretty much created these with my imagination. First and foremost, we gotta prime. I already did my skincare routine. That's why I look all hydrated and whatnot. Make sure you do your skincare routine before putting on the makeup. It makes a complete difference. Trust me on that. So I'm gonna start off with primer. My favorite primer is the e.l.f. Power Grip primer. I think it's pretty comparable to the Milk Grip primer, but if you need a bang for your buck, I would definitely go for the e.l.f. Grip primer. It does a pretty good job and it'll still give you the effect that you want. Good, we are all primed. I'm gonna add my foundation on the top of my brow and my concealer on the bottom of my brow. For my foundation, I'm gonna be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter. This is the soft matte longwear foundation. At first it scares you when you first put it on, but once it oxidizes, baby, it's perfect. I'm just gonna go ahead and add that foundation to the top so it can blend well, as opposed to adding concealer. What I like to do is add my foundation to the top of my eyebrows so it can blend pretty well. See how that's just gliding right on? Gotta love it. And then after that, I'm just gonna get my sponge. And we're gonna just spread out some of that product. Now we're gonna work on the bottom of my brow. This is the LA Pro Concealer in Espresso. And I'm gonna add that onto the bottom of my brow. I'm pretty much just gonna follow the shape I already created. And I know this is childish, but I still draw the line right down the middle just to see if my brows match. And honestly, right now I'm not sure. Continue to like do it on the lid. I'm just gonna get my sponge and pretty much just blend all of that out. Press it into the eyelid. Blend this out here too. I'm gonna use my Laura Mercier finishing powder pretty much to just set everything in place. I like to do that before adding on my eyeshadow. We're gonna go ahead and start with the eyeshadow. So I'm using Juvia's palette, and this is the Warrior 2. I'm gonna use this color called Yodit right here. I'm gonna add that on right under the eyebrow. We're gonna use that color just to like reinforce what we already did. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'm also gonna apply it on my eyelid as well. This basically just serves as a base. Now that all that's done, put on my lashes, and right before doing that, we're gonna use my Essence Lash Princess. Do a little bit of mascara so you can't see the eyeshadow. Child, I don't remember where I got these lashes. I really apologize. If I can, I'll make sure to include it. Pretty much just double it up because I'm extra. For my lash glue, we are going to use 3D Lash Adhesive. It's a mega hold and it's clear. I got it from the beauty supply. Get this lash from anywhere, not necessarily this brand, but you can get the same, I guess the same thing, different brand or yada yada. It just has to be the lash adhesive that comes on is clear. Okay, I put my lash on. This is the easiest way in my opinion. I put it on like eyeliner. Just drag my finger. I use my finger to drag my eyelid to spread out like this, and then I just draw a line. You don't gotta be perfect either. Yeah, we're just gonna let my lashes dry out. I'll be back. I'm now adding on my Fenty Beauty foundation. Just make sure everything's all evened out. This is the Juvia's Place foundation stick. All I know is this is in the shade 1. This is in the shade number 1. I'll add the details. It spreads a lot, so I'm just gonna add a simple line there. Like this. I forgot what it's called. And I use that to help me find my guideline. And then I'm gonna add just a little bit on the top here because it spreads a lot. I'm gonna add some here as well. And I'm gonna add a lot of it at the bottom. Now for my highlighting, I'm gonna use a mixture of my Pro Filter concealer in the color Espresso. And I'm gonna use my e.l.f. concealer. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. It has a satin finish and it's in the color Deep Olive. I usually get a concealer color that's like 2 shades lighter than a regular concealer color that I would use. Like, so you see how my concealer shade is the Pro Conceal in Espresso. I would usually get 2 shades lighter than that to achieve the under eye like brightening look. On the perimeter area, I'm gonna add the regular color I would use to conceal. Then I'm also gonna add that same concealer on my forehead area as well. Then just a little bit towards the nose bridge. That's the nose bridge. Anyways, y'all see what I'm doing. And then for the inside, I'm gonna add that shade. I usually like to blend out my nose before adding in the concealer. So just get a brush that's small enough to get that area. And then I usually like to like brush it into my eye area. And to give that contoured effect, I try to like, you see how it's making my nose appear just a bit smaller? That's what I like. So you want to see like, you see the tip of my brush? You want your concealer area to be that small. And you're gonna pretty much blend that contour area on like the outside of that. For all the other areas of contour, I'm just gonna lightly brush it. And we're gonna leave the area that's in, what's on the cheek. Well, you know what? We'll just blend out the bottom. You see? It spreads out a lot. So near the cheek area and near the like the bottom part, that's what we're gonna blend out. So here. Okay, perfect. So now that that's done, I feel like we gave my concealer a bit of time to blend in, and I'm just gonna use some of that and just first I'm gonna use some setting spray. I got this setting spray from the beauty supply. I guess use the NYX setting spray, the mattifying. This is just an old one I don't waste, so yeah. So yeah, we're gonna just use it to help me spread out and blend. But when you're blending out your concealer, you want to start outward, like on the outside, and then go in. We don't want the brightest color to like spread like downward. So we want to conceal it to that area. So I'm just lightly tapping and bringing it up. Then same thing. See, the key to this is we're trying to keep the under eye brightening area. We want to keep it there as long as possible so it can do its thing. But while we're doing that, the darker color that we use, the regular concealer color, the same color I use to like conceal under my eyebrow, we're only blending out that part. And then we're also going to blend the nose, and same thing. We are not going to touch like the actual line here. We are just going to blend on the outside. We don't want to completely blend it out, so we're just blending the outside of it. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing. Y'all see that? Now that that's all blended out, we're gonna continue to just work our way in. See, I'm using that same brush I had before that had some of that dark concealer in there. Then we're gonna go on to this one, and remember, out to in. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Now I know I still look crazy, but that's okay. We are going to go ahead and bake with my Laura Mercier. I think this is the Ultra Blur. Yeah, this is the Ultra Blur. It's a new line that came out from Laura Mercier, and it's in the color Translucent Deep. I'm just gonna get a little bit more product onto my forehead area. Press that product in. So we pressed it in. I'm gonna lightly just get my brush, and this is the same brush I use for my bronzing, and I'm lightly just removing the excess off. But you see how for the most part it's the product stayed, like the setting powder is stayed. Now for my contouring and highlighting, I do it in 2 steps. The first step, as y'all saw, is liquid, and then I use my setting powder, which is the Laura Mercier, and now I'm going to go on to my second part of highlighting and contouring, and that's strictly with powder. The first thing I use is the Juvia's Place bronze palette, and I'm using the color Deep Dark, and I love it because it's literally my skin tone. Like, it works perfectly. So you see how the tones are a bit off. I love this product because I feel like it brings everything right back. So we're gonna start off with the one at the top, add that product onto everywhere I'm supposed to highlight. And I love it because it brings back the warm tone. Yeah, I look too cool. Like, I feel like there's too many cool tones, but when I use this, it adds back all of the warm tones that I love. Are y'all already seeing a difference? And don't pay attention to my neck, okay? Pay attention to my chest. That's what we're trying to match. Then I'm gonna go ahead and just add some onto my nose. I'm gonna use the darker part here with the same brush. That's okay. I'm gonna add it onto everywhere I contour. Use the darker color here for my nose contouring. Contouring up the nose, and as y'all can see, I'm trying to like drag it a little closer to the center so I can go back and reinforce that contoured nose look. And then as I do that, I'm also gonna go right into the eye like that, pretty much adding in more depth into my eyeshadow look, my natural eyeshadow look. Y'all see that? We're gonna do the same thing on the other side, and I'm just following the natural shape of my eyelid. I like to over bake, okay? Now there's another finishing powder I really love, and it's a lot more affordable. I've done makeup looks without the Laura Mercier, just using this powder, but I feel like the combination of them, it does its job. We're gonna use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder, and I'm using it in the shade Dark. It's number 40. I prefer to bake with this one only because I feel like the powder itself is a lot darker than the Laura Mercier, so I can bake with it. Like, as you can see, like when it comes on, it's a lot darker than the initial one, and it has that warm tone with it, so that's why I like it a little better than the Laura Mercier. I will also add some here. Pretty much just add it again in all of your areas where you usually put on a highlighter. I'm also going to add it on my smile lines as well. So while it's in that area, we are going to start with blush. I don't know if this palette is still out. Yeah, this is their blush palette. It comes by itself. It looks like this is the packaging. It's called Bella. and it looks like this. Personally, I feel like this blush shade, I don't know if y'all can see that, it's like a coral. It's like a coral color. I feel like it's perfect for dark skinned women, especially because not only does it show, but like I feel like it complements our skin pretty well. So I usually do add a lot of it on, and I'm just gonna add that right on top. And I know it looks crazy, like, girl, it's okay. We're about to blend it out. And then while we're blending it out, we're gonna use the same brush to like wipe off the Maybelline Fit Me. We're gonna use the Warrior 2 palette again. We're gonna add a little bit of eyeshadow. Just go in with the color Kufuru, which is right here in the middle. Put it onto the eyelid, wherever you want to do it. And then I'm gonna go right back on top with the Yodit eyeshadow color and just try to blend all of that in. Started with the highlighting, and I'm using the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighter Duo. I love it because it's just bomb. I've had this one for years now and I'm still using it to this day. Start off with the Moscow Mule. Slightly brush it on. Finish off with the ginger. Blend that all in together. Mix both colors. And just add it on my tear duct area. Add it on the tip of my nose. For setting spray, I'm using the Morphe Continuous Mist. Okay. Y'all are gonna think I'm crazy for this, but I'm sorry, I really don't care. I'm going to bake again. So yes, I set my face 3 times. Because I live in Houston, it's humid, and if you live in Houston, you know. Child, people be outside from dusk to dawn, and I'm about to hang out with one of my friends. I don't know what we're gonna get into, and then on top of that, when I'm out, I don't wanna keep going back to fix my face. Like, I wanna be in the moment and have fun. So that's why I get this area several times, just to make sure I'm good. And then while this is baking, I'm gonna go ahead and get the stuff for my lips. Y'all might find this weird again, but I am, look, just don't judge me. This works for me, like I said. Personally, I like to line my lips with liquid eyeliner, but I can't find my liquid eyeliner, so guess what we're gonna use? Mascara. I'm sorry, it's just the perfect substitute. And I'm just using this tiny brush to get it. And now, I love how much it spreads. The reason why I like using mascara more on, like, when it comes to lining the lips than pencil or anything like that is because it glides so beautifully. It glides so pretty. Y'all see that? So my lips are all lined up. Let me zoom in a bit more. Yes, so yeah, my lips are lined now. And then I have this brown. See, this is just ghetto. Y'all see why I started using mascara and eyeliner? Whenever I buy pencil, this shit stops working. And look how, I'll just use that, it's okay. A little bit of that product is there. So I'm just using the brown eyeliner right on top of the mascara. So that works out well. And then now, this is Kim Kardashian's Kim Kardashian West matte liquid lipstick. Honestly, I don't think it matters what product you're using. People are always like, use this, use this, use this. At least for the base, as long as you have a nude color that's kind of like this shade, it's like a brown pink color that kind of matches the color of your lip, you're good. Start off with that. See, it kind of matches the color of my lip a little bit. I'm gonna just drag it along everywhere. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna go right on top with the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Cream in the color, what color is this? I think it's Cookie Jar. I know when I said for the base it doesn't matter, but for this it matters. It matters a lot. We're gonna go right on top with the NK Makeup lip gel. This is the Beauty Supply lip gloss. Okay, so anybody that hears me, use the Beauty Supply lip gloss. If y'all don't got that, you don't live in the States and y'all don't got this lip gloss right here. MAC Cosmetics has a really good lip gloss. Just get anything that's like clear and really sticky. We're just gonna add that right on top. Y'all see that? This is an elite lip combo right here. You see that? Delicious. And I know I still look a bit ghostly, but don't worry. We're done. We're done now. So I'm just gonna wipe all of this off. See, baking for the third time created that brightening under eye look that I love. Now once again, on the outer areas, we're gonna grab that bronze powder from Juvia's, but we're gonna use the darker side because we needed to bring back some of that color. We're done. So now just to finish up, I'm gonna use my mascara and we're just gonna get my bottom lashes. But not least, we're gonna take care of my hair now. I want y'all to see me walk out with my lace looking anyhow. And I love how I ended up backing up, you know, so y'all could see my makeup is making sense. Things are matching, okay? I wasn't gonna go out looking like a ghost. But yeah, so we're gonna go back to our Juvia's Place bronze palette in the color Deep Dark. I'm gonna get a lot in there, add it all over here. Some of it onto the middle. And don't worry about like doing too much because we are gonna clean it up after. So I definitely hate it when I see people do this to their wigs and they don't clean off the makeup. I hate that. Now we're also gonna add it onto other areas as well. And to clean it up, I have an alcohol pad here. We're just gonna use it to just clean up the outside because we don't want too much makeup. Alright, we are all done. Alright guys, and that concludes the makeup tutorial. I really hope y'all enjoyed it. This was my first one, so please bear with me. I'm still learning, but I think I did a pretty good job. What do y'all think? Make sure to comment below, and if you haven't already, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If y'all like more videos like this, make sure to let a bitch know so I can do more beauty videos versus the whole vlog thing and I'll make sure to add this in as well, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.